Om, Om, Om. Annadu bhavati bhutari, parjanyadu anna sambhava, yajnadu bhavatu parjanya, yajna karma samudbhava. This is what Lord Krishna has advised to Arjuna about rainwater. Annadu bhavati bhutani, that means all beings, they survive because of the food they require. How we get the food? Parjanyadu annasambhava. From rain we get the food. How we get the rain? Yajnadu bhavati parjanya. We have to do yajnam. We have to do sacrifice. We have to act. How we do yajna? Yajna karma sama udbhava. Karma meaning you have to act, you have to do your duty, act passionately. This is what I started this rainwater harvesting as a mission. Let me introduce myself. I am KR Gopinath. You can call me KRG. I serve as the chairman of KRG Rainwater Foundation, an organization in Chennai, doing rainwater harvesting. That means preserving and conserving rainwater, the precious gift of nature.
சின்ன வயசுல இருந்து அந்த ஒரு இன்ட்யூஷன் அவருக்கு இருக்கும். இப்படி பண்ணினால் இங்கே தண்ணி நமக்கு கிடைக்கும். அது இது காட் கிவன் இன்ட்யூஷன் அவருக்கு. பர்டிகுலர் ஒரு சின்ன விஷயந்தான் அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சஜஷன் கொடுத்துருவார். இப்படி பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம் நம்ம அப்படி. அது என்ன எதுன்னு இது வரைக்கும் யாருக்குமே தெரியாது. அவர் என்ன இப்படி பண்ணால் வரும்னு அவருக்கு எப்படி தெரியும்? தெரியல. இன்னும் எனக்கும் இட்ஸ் அ மிஸ்ட்ரி. அது யாராலையும் அந்த அளவுக்கு திங்க் பண்ண முடியாது.
அப்பாக்கு தண்ணி தான் மெயின் திங். மோர் தென் ஃபுட், வாட்டர் இஸ் அ மஸ்ட். அதில் தான் ஐ சி அ கனெக்டட் வித் வாட்டர். வென் ஹீ சிட்ஸ் ஃபார் ஹிஸ் ஃபுட், வந்து உட்காந்து the first thing which has to be on the table is a glass of water. That was mandatory. அப்பா வரதுக்கு முன்னாடி அப்பா வராருன்னு தெரிஞ்சாலே நான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு தண்ணியை கொண்டு போய் வச்சிருவேன் டேபிள் மேலே. ஸோ அங்கே தான் he got, I think he was connected with water from ages back, right from his ஸ்கூல் டைம்லேருந்து. அவங்க அம்மா கிட்ட my party used to tell me, அவன் கோபி வந்தாலே ஃபஸ்ட்டு தண்ணி தான் எடுத்து வைக்கணும், அவன் அந்த மாதிரி தான் தண்ணி தான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு. And he makes it a point to drink water. Every day 2 liters of water goes into his system.
Let me tell you how this water has become a part and parcel of my life. When I was studying in school, my school teacher one day told, coming Sunday, all of you be ready, we are going for an excursion. There is a hill near my school, some 15 kilometers away from a big hill in Trivandrum district. That hill we want to climb up top. There we go and sit down and come back and come to the house. Then mother told, it's hot summer. All of you are going. You do one thing, you take some water also for drinking. Those days, taking water meaning, you know that vessel, copper vessel I had to carry and heavy. I told mother, I can manage without water for 3-4 days. We started climbing. By the time climbing is a very zigzag method, lot of thrones, but never bothered. All youngsters excited. Halfway, everybody got lot of thirsty. Few people brought water. Everybody went and took the water drain. Water is over. After 1-2 hours climbing, in the hot summer, we reached the top of the hill. Everybody wants some water. No water there. Then the teacher who was earlier come, he was telling, there is a spring in this hilltop. I have seen my last visit. All of us rushed that place. There we saw the top of the hill, a depressed, low-lying area. Water was there. All the people rushed and put their mouth and started sucking water. Then the second teacher pushed me, go and drink. So myself and other 2-3 we started taking the bottle in the hand and started. When I started taking the water, I find some white things are coming up. But we are not bothered. We were so thirsty. Then we came out. The other teacher called. We were 4 or 5 people very quietly. Do you know what has come up? You are also there. There are birds dropping. Because crow and some birds come for water. After that, they 1 or 2 or so they do it. That water only we have been drinking. I started vomiting, that feeling, my goodness, that water only I had taken. That was in my mind. Somehow I came to my house. I told this about to my parents. My father was there, mother was, my grandfather was also there. My mother that time told, I told you take some water. You refused to take the water. Now you have taken this water. No problem. What to do? Then my grandfather told, you do one thing. You must know what is water. You must learn about water. Whenever you go out, carry a flask. Even today, I am carrying that flask. Wherever I go, I take a flask of water for drinking. After college days, when I came to Chennai, same problem. There is no water in Chennai also that time. Summertime, no water. My father told you should learn more about water. That tempted and that prompted, driven me to know more about water. Ultimately, by blessing of God, I am now doing rainwater harvesting that has become a mission of my life. I started my career as a sales engineer, but the work was and start selling electrodes. My mother cried, "What a job! After studying engineering, you are doing this work." I started my own company, Precision Mecfa Private Limited. On account of our sincere work, my organization has been selected as the best small-scale industry of Tamil Nadu. I got the award from Governor of Tamil Nadu.